So the guy from Fortnite.
Yo, it's the guy from Fortnite.
Same guy who Fortnite believes to be the guy from Happy Gilmore 2, aka Eminem, and the guy who ethered Jay-Z, Nas, have been caught up in this wild controversy over the word stan that sparked heated debates and vitriol on social media just hours ago. All thanks to some statement made by a legacy hip-hop media personality that was made just in time for the Stan's documentary premiere, and the timing is quite interesting, as you'd see, all while the instigator pleads his innocence. And before we dive into it today, we also got a lot more saved up for the latter part of the video that shows the OG Stan speak on the impact of Stan over 25 years later that no one could predict, as now Stan has created more lexicon, as we got the Barbs, Swifties, Beliebers, and more that's become identifiers for artists and their stans. And we also got to hear from Eminem about his iconic t-shirts of album covers that he's worn for some years now. And starting with the controversy over Stan linked to Eminem and Nas, we got legacy hip-hop media personality Rob Markman to thank for this controversy when he decided to use this time for the Stan's documentary premiere to post this. We all know Eminem introduced us to Stan, but here's how Nas helped make it into the slang we use every day. And before we get to it, the way we use Stan today for the most part, where we got an army of Stans in front of Eminem at the premiere who all self-identify as Stan, and I'm talking about stuff like this.
I would say that I'm a Stan. I know 3 albums back to back lyrically, every single word of everything.
And even the negative connotation from the video used to diss people got nothing to do with Nas using it on Ether, but let's hear him out.
Eminem introduced us to the character Stan on his classic 2000 song, one of the greatest storytelling records of all time, and it was Nas who helped propel the word to the way that we use it today. As Merriam-Webster defines it, an extremely or excessively enthusiastic and devoted fan. Yeah, the word stan is in the dictionary. So we all know the record Stan, right? A chillin' 4-verse track produced by the late and legendary Mark the 45 King. And M takes us on this roller coaster of a story about this emotionally disturbed fan who dresses like him, dyes his hair blonde, writes letters to him to express his love for Marshall and his music, but it's also a cry for help. Seriously, one of the dopest hip-hop records ever. When Nas battled Jay-Z in 2001 on his song Ether, he took the concept of Eminem's Stan and applied it to Hove, painting this narrative of Jay-Z as this person who was obsessed with Nas before he became famous.
Call it my crib and I ain't even give you my numbers. All I did was give you a style for you to run with.
After setting that narrative up, a few lines later, Nas raps,
"You a fan, a phony, a fake, a pussy, a stan."
And with that, he took the fictional Eminem character Stan, turned it into a noun and into the diss that we use today. Just a bit of hip-hop history and context for those who may not have been there to see the whole thing unfold.
And first of all, Stan dropped over a year and a half before Ether dropped, and people were already using the word Stan to diss especially Eminem fans who were passionate about the rapper in these months. And this is what led to Nas using it against Jay-Z on Ether to diss him. Giving Nas credit for helping create the slang Stan, how we use it today, would be like giving Nelly credit for being the first person to wear Air Force Ones because he released the Air Force Ones single in 2002. I mean, even Cameron used Eminem's Stan and the concept to diss Stan Spit earlier in 2001 before Ether released in December. And as it stands, the reactions are going as you'd expect. And if you don't accept Rob Markman's claims as facts, then you are the worst, according to some. Total Stan that Nas created the context for how we use Stan. He answered me back like, what was I talking about? Eminem literally created the song Stan. I was like, my G, y'all are the worst, LOL.
Or maybe, just maybe, you have no idea what you're talking about.
And the feeling is mutual. Y'all are the worst for this level of reaching. And the way we use Stan today got nothing to do with Nas. People aren't thinking about Nas when they call someone a Stan or when they identify as a Stan. And to this a user fired back with, nah, LOL. The context is already in the song. M has explained it in interviews. The past 2 generations don't even know that Nas said that. Hell, some of them don't even know that M created it till they are told. Honestly, we all use words that we don't know the origin of. And like I already pointed out earlier, Nas doesn't call Jay a Stan if it wasn't popular already by M. And everyone and their dog knew exactly what he meant by it because the term was already popular. And some users didn't even entertain the conversation because because they already know what this is about. We've seen this movie a couple of times when it comes to legacy hip-hop media and Eminem just saying anything to discredit M. And more on this note, yeah, nah, Nas has nothing to do with the term or its popularity. Eminem and his fans did that. And like the example we already brought up, it is like saying Nelly was the first person to get people to buy Air Force Ones because of the song in 2002, when people wore Air Force Ones since the 80s. Check this out. I get where you are going, Rob, but Nas's usage wasn't as impactful as you are making it out to be, respectfully. It was more of a shout out and an instance where an MC was repeating what everyone else had already been repeating / using. And of course, since hip-hop media has been caught with their pants down a couple of times trying to diminish Eminem's contributions, like when Complex really released an article about how his hits did not age well when compared to all the rappers from the late 90s, his catalog is running laps around everyone from that era, as seen on streaming platforms and even the latest documentary that released that we are discussing today. So not every fan is civil out there on X. Laughing my bum off, Nas would tell you to shut the F up. And more, Nas' impact on the word is like 2%. You're trying to force a narrative that isn't there. Like people want to discredit so much of M's accomplishment, and now we are trying to downplay Stan, say someone else popularized it. Get the F out of here. And this user is not exaggerating, because we are already seeing comments like these. I would argue he 100% coined the term. They're out here already giving Nas 100% of the credit, when at no point since Stan released was Ether even more popular than Stan. And I'm talking about the song or how it is used today. At no point. Like, how do you popularize something that's already more popular? And Rob Markman is already out here playing the victim like he doesn't know what he's doing. I really didn't think this would be so controversial. Laughing emojis. And without the pushback, this is how they slowly rewrite history. When Nas used a word that was already being used in that context over a year before he released Ether. And I'll be looking forward to your thoughts in the comment section. And moving on, we got to hear from the OG Stan in a recent interview on The Scene.
You shot the Stan music video 25 years ago today. What stands out from that memory?
It was a blur. I never in a million years thought I would be doing a music video, let alone being directed by Dr. Dre, let alone an Eminem video.
Hi everyone, I am Jillian with Complex News, and we are here at the Eminem Stans pop-up. How do you feel about the evolution of the word Stan?
I mean, it's something I don't think anybody really expected. It sort of took on a life of its own, and I think that there's people who say it that don't even realize what they're referencing.
What's weird is I don't think a lot of the people using the word understand it's about an obsessed fan that drives his car over a bridge with his pregnant wife in the trunk.
What's something that might surprise people from that day?
You know, the interesting part about it is, you know, Marshall doesn't rap in the video. Devin Sawa, who's here today, did a lot of the lip syncing, so we had to find somebody that was able to do that, and I think he pulled it off.
First of all, I didn't know I was supposed to lip sync the song. Got to my trailer, I got a knock on the door, and they handed me the lyrics and they said, you gotta learn these. And I had no experience learning lyrics before. I get in there, I'm in the basement, and it's all, you know, we're doing the thing, and I'm trying my best, my best, and Dre runs in and he goes, yeah, that was good, but you gotta do it with a little more rhythm. I'm like, oh my God, and it was easier after that, it got easier, but then it was a wild 3 days. It was a wild 3 days.
And Devin Sawa got more claim to popularizing Stan than Nas, since he literally played the character. Yet we got people out here giving 100% of the credit to Nas, thinking we don't know what this is about. I mean, I don't have to say it out loud. We all know. And when it comes to Eminem's unique billboard, aka t-shirts to advertise his favorite albums, we got Eminem and Shade 45 recently speak on this. Check out a snippet.
What's also amazing is all those shirts that you wear at events of album covers. Which one is your favorite one?
Oh, I don't have a favorite, I don't think.
The covers, man, on the shirts, man, they just hit, bro.
Well, those are like, those are his favorite albums.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're some of my favorite albums as a kid. So I got a tape collection at home. So I just look at my tapes and then I have the shirts made. Like, oh shit, Lakim Shabazz. Like, just.
Right.
One of one.
Main Source, Audio 2, Master Ace.
Yes.
Wow.
One of my favorites. Okay, I have a few favorites. Audio 2, the first album cover. Iconic album covers. Main Source, Breaking Atoms.
Wow.
Long Live the Kane, G-Rap's first album, Road to the Riches.
The bad album covers.
The bad album cover. Like, those are
Not
some
Michael Jackson bad.
those are some of most of the most iconic album covers to me, man. And I like I remember as a kid, like, just liking, like, the Audio 2 album cover is so dope because it's like it's colorful. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're standing in the airbrush shirts and shit.
Shirts, yeah, shirt kings.
Graffiti, and it's fucking just, like, I love that kind of shit. But
iconic.
Iconic shit, but I also like even fucking with, like, more obscure shit. Because I like...
Well, you listen to everything that was out because back then you could. Because there wasn't that much. Right?
No, there wasn't.
So everything that came out, you had an opportunity to listen to, assess, study, right?
Mm-hmm. And I want like especially some of the younger fans that come to my shows, I want them to know who these people are and go back, and if they haven't heard of them or haven't heard these albums, go back and listen to them, because it's fucking gold, and it's what inspired me and made hip hop, brought it to the level that it's at. I feel like lyrically, because rappers like Kane and Master Ace and G-Rap, like Tretch, how much they pushed the pen, Rakim, Nas, how much they pushed the pen to a level where you're just like all the intricate rhyme schemes and internal rhyme schemes and all that shit, like just how they're the ones who helped get it to the level that it's at today and pushed lyricism to the forefront. And if you look at rappers over time, the ones to me that have lasted the longest are those rappers who push the pen like that, the lyricists, because those are the ones that have the most staying power because how they do it.
That talent. Yeah.
That talent.
And I'll be looking forward to your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.